Quick mic check, mic check. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we now have a good mic check. We are good, we are good. I'm gonna just quickly drop it on some Twitter and some Facebook. And then we're gonna get into this here match card. I'm not gonna lie, I'm hoping one Brandon Ace makes his way in here. We will see what Brandon Ace wants to do. So if you're joining me, please let me know you're here. Leon Carter's in the house. Leon, oh Leon, my singing sucks, but I am doing it anyway. No Emmy for me, no Grammy for me, whatever the fuck the award would be. Good Lord, that's horrifying. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I think I got her shared on the Facebook. Now I just gotta drop it on the Twitter. And then we'll be ready to go. Gonna be a big card, I know that. What's going on, Alex? Hope all is well with you, brother. Hope all is well with everybody who pops in. Alright, so we're gonna put this card together here, let everybody know who is facing who, and be aware some match stipulations may get added later. Now, I've been talking it over with my wife to figure out what her work schedule is. There is a strong chance this pay-per-view will take place Thursday of this week, Thursday evening. This is Monday, so it's not that far away. It'll probably take place Thursday. I believe she works 2 to 10, so we're probably going to kick off live around 6 or 7 o'clock that evening. So we're going to go live that day. As of right now, if for some reason that changes, it'll be Monday or Tuesday. So you guys know that's where we're at. So I hope that works out for everybody's schedule and everybody's plans. I gotta see what's going on with my air conditioning and heater. I don't know. Heat's kicking out cold. I don't know why. That's weird. I know why. I see exactly why. That's interesting. Somehow the fan got turned on instead of the heater itself. That's interesting. Okay. Now, when I announce this card, there's going to be a challenge thrown out to somebody on the roster, and he's going to have to respond to the challenge. It's not really a challenge. He's going to be having the gauntlet laid in front of him, kind of, sort of, and he's going to have the opportunity to make a decision. So we're going to see what he wants to do and how he wants to do it. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is your card for a Cold War, coming to you, hopefully, like I said, this Thursday around 6 or 7 p.m. we will be going live. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see the Women's Championship on the line, as Piper Dugan will be defending the championship against Buzzsaw. So everyone knows that match was going to happen. Now, if you go to the OCW rankings, if you do not have the link, I will grab it for everybody right now, and I will throw it in the chat room so you guys can follow along if you need to. And who knows, you might need to follow along when I go into some of these matches so you know what's happening. Wow, that didn't come out of my mouth right at all. Why certain things are happening the way they're happening. Let's word it that way. But that being said, when you look at the women's division, Buzzsaw against Piper Dugan, okay, is the champion versus the number one contender. That leaves Hollywood, Rebel Riot, Gloria Orndorff, Maria Lopez, Lexi Diamond, Britt England, Gigi Durant, Queen Rose left on the roster, left on the rankings. The remaining 8 women in the rankings will do battle at the pay-per-view in a battle royal. The winner becomes the new number one contender. So we're going to find the new number one contender out of the rest of the roster, and we're either going to find a new champion in Buzzsaw, or Piper Dugan will retain. So ladies and gentlemen, you can be on the lookout for that as well. So right there, the whole entire women's division will be on display at the pay-per-view, and it's going to be one hell of a night. And I am in negotiations with a couple other female talents. Okay, a couple other female talents. If that happens and we get to 10 women that are not on the card, that 8 women's battle royal will turn into a 10 women's Royal Rumble stipulation. So be aware of that. One or the other will happen. If we end up getting 11 or 12 on the roster, whoever joins after the 10th will not make it on the card, unfortunately. So that right there, ladies and gentlemen, gives you 2 matches for the card. Also, on the card, you are going to see a battle royal between Silver, Chris Jordan, Vernon Quinn, Union Jack, Adrian Valentine, and the debuting JT Knight. That is a 6-man battle royal, and I will let you guys know this. This battle royal is for these gentlemen to gain some points. This battle royal is for these gentlemen to start climbing the rankings, and here's how it's going to work. They are going to be awarded points based off 5-point increments. If you were eliminated first, you get 5 points. So walking into this match, you know you're scoring 5 big points towards the rankings. The second man eliminated will get 10 points. And then it'll be 15, 20, 25 points to the runner-up, and the winner walks out with 30 huge freaking points. So just looking at the roster, you take a guy like JT Knight who's debuting. He's currently got 0 points. A win would jump him from 33rd in the rankings to around 26th. That is a big jump. Take Vernon Quinn, for example. He's also in the rankings. He's got 52 points. If he were to win, that jumps him to 82 points. That's the same amount of points as Thomas N. Townsend has, and he's the number 7 overall contender. So it's a huge opportunity for those 6 men to score some big points. Remember, 5-point increments. Okay? For elimination. What's going on, Kyle Young? So there you have that match taking place at the pay-per-view. So now we have a women's match, a women's battle royal or rumble based on how many women we have on the roster come Thursday. And now a 6-man battle royal for gentlemen to score huge, huge points. We are also going to see 2 men do battle. We are still sitting down debating what stipulation will take place between these two, but it has turned into a heated war, and that is the demise of High Tide. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Grayson Taylor and Rufus Brown will do battle once again at Cold War. And that match will be taking place in a certain stipulation that's yet to be determined. And like I said, many of these matches may see a stipulation added to the match following the conclusion of this broadcast. So make sure you're on alert for those as they happen. But Grayson Taylor and Rufus Brown clearly going to do battle again, and it's going to be absolutely freaking incredible. Also, it was mentioned already, Sheikh Ali Khan and his cousin Muhammad Nassim will be teaming up together to take on TNT and a partner of his choosing. And ladies and gentlemen, we found out earlier today that his tag team partner will be Tyrone Monday, a newcomer to OCW, but not a newcomer to the life of TNT. Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas N. Townsend and Tyrone Monday come from the same military line. They worked together in the military. They served tours together. They are very familiar with one another, and in fact, TNT and Monday swapped, saving each other's lives, if you will, in battle. So they have a very, very strong bond together. They are like brothers. So we've got the team of TNT and Tyrone Monday, pretty much like brothers, going up against a true blood cousins in Sheikh Ali Khan and Muhammad Nassim. It should make for an amazing tag team match. And speaking of tag team matches, we've got 2 more tag team matches that are going to take place at the pay-per-view. 1, the Alternative Lifestyle will be taking on a mystery tag team. We have no word on who the tag team is, but they issued the challenge just a few shows ago saying they were coming for Alternative Lifestyle, and they can look out for them at the pay-per-view. That match has been signed and booked, will take place. The question is, who will battle Alternative Lifestyle at Cold War? And then the biggest tag team match to take place at the pay-per-view will be Purity Express getting a chance to redeem themselves as they cash in their rematch clause, if you will, against Bet Against Us, as I like to call them, Alex Dar and Kyle Young, as Dar and Young will be defending the OCW World Tag Team titles against the former tag team champions. Finch and Sabin are going to come in hot and heavy for sure. They're going to be ready to go into this match and do whatever it takes to win back those titles. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. If you watched the tournament, we put together a tournament to see who was going to become the #1 contenders for the vacant championship. During that tournament, a man by the name of Chris Atlas was able to defeat the Texas heavyweight champion Dallas Spivey 1-on-1. But when you look at the rankings, you will see that Dallas Spivey is not too ranked. He is really down in the rankings. And ladies and gentlemen, that being said, it was decided that, you know what? Even though Chris Atlas may only have a record of 1-1 and ranked 27th overall, he defeated the Texas heavyweight champion 1-on-1, and he gets a chance to do it again at Cold War with the Texas heavyweight championship on the line. And I know all the boys in the back love the opportunities that we hand out here in OCW, and I know no one's going to argue the fact that if you beat the champ, you get a shot. So when that decision was made, it was only fair to do it a second time, as Loverboy Joey Golden during that same tournament defeated the Southern heavyweight champion in Bruiser Who, and they'll do it again at the pay-per-view, this time with the OCW Southern heavyweight championship on the line. So right there, ladies and gentlemen, you now know the tag title match. You know the Texas title match. You know the Southern title match. Now moving on. This is a huge match that's been booked. A huge match that's been booked. Crown Royalty. They are currently a trio of Royal Powerhouse, the KO King, and King Feck. Those 3, along with a partner of their choosing, to make a 4-man team, will do battle with Byron Austin and 3 mystery partners of his choice, as they will do battle at Cold War 4-on-4. Now, it's already been brought to the table, possible elimination rules, a straight 4-on-4 match. No one's sure exactly what's going to happen, but what we do know is Crown Royalty will be choosing a 4th partner, and my man Byron Austin will be choosing 3 partners of his choosing to take on Crown Royalty. The question is just who will he choose? We're going to find out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this leads me to this particular last 2 matches. And I am hoping that one particular person by the name of Brandon Ace is listening. And if he's not, hopefully... Didn't I get pinned in the tournament by Union Jack? I believe you did. Where are you going with that, Kyle? While I wait to see what Kyle was talking about, I want to get back here to mention Brandon Ace. At the pay-per-view, Brandon Ace is scheduled to go 1-on-1 with the owner of OCW, Duke Whiskey. Nope, because it was a singles match. That would have been a tag team match. Big difference. But, as I was saying, if Brandon Ace and Duke Whiskey, they will do battle at the pay-per-view one-on-one, and a huge stipulation is in place. If Brandon Ace can defeat the owner, Brandon Ace will be granted the general manager duties, the commissioner duties. Basically, long story short, he is in charge of OCW's next 3 shows. Now, quickly speaking out of character, here's what this means, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do this legitimately and real. We do 7 matches a show. I will give the rights to Brandon, honestly, to book a show of 7 matches for 3 straight weeks. He will be given that opportunity. That'll be his choice to book what he wants, obviously within fairness, and he'll understand that, and I have no concerns about that. But he'll also be able to be a little biased, because that's the point of the stipulation. He's just got to know not to be too biased. But that's cool. Now, that being said, if he loses against Duke Whiskey, Brandon Ace is fired. But now here's where a huge opportunity is coming across the table for one Brandon Ace. And Brandon Ace, if you are here, you better listen up good. And if you're not, you catch us on the replay, you better listen up good then. I am presenting to you a major opportunity. An opportunity that everyone on this roster would give their left nut sack for. Nut sack or left nut? I only have 1 sack. Everybody has 1 sack. So it'd be just the nut, not the entire sack. But we'll give their left nut for this opportunity I'm about to bestow upon you. All you've got to do is say yes. I am going to give you this opportunity, but you have to cut down the knees of your best friend. You have to cut down the man that you trust and would put your life in his hands. And that is Michael Carter. Michael Carter won his side of the tournament along with Brandon Cuevas to get a shot at the OCW Heavyweight Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, if you missed it, Butcher Bloodlust was released. It was confirmed that Billy's DNA testing was tampered. Butcher Bloodlust is not the father of Billy, and the mystery continues. Butcher Bloodlust also issued a warning to the OCW offices demanding that his title be returned to him, which they cannot do because he was stripped. So he wanted to file a lawsuit against the company, and quite frankly, filing a lawsuit against the company in a loss would mean the company would die. So OCW reached an agreement with Butcher Bloodlust out of court that put him in this match. Right now, it is Brandon Cuevas versus Michael Carter versus Butcher Bloodlust in a triple threat for the vacant OCW Championship. Now, that being said, it takes me back to where I was just going with Brandon Ace. Brandon Ace, I am giving you the opportunity right here or right now to replace Michael Carter in that match, which means Ace versus Whiskey will not happen. But if you accept and you come up short, you will not be given a title shot at the Heavyweight Championship for the remainder of 2020. And by accepting this opportunity, Michael Carter will be fired. I'm giving you the chance, Mr. Ace. You tell me you don't get opportunities. Well, how much do you want those opportunities? You cry about it week in and week out. I'm giving you an opportunity right now. All you got to do is say, fuck you, Michael Carter, and take the opportunity I'm offering before you. Do you want a shot at the World Championship or not? And because I'm giving you this chance, if you decline, you can guarantee part of the stipulation at Cold War is when you run your 3 shows, if you somehow pull off a victory against me, Duke Whiskey, you will be forbidden from giving yourself any world title matches since you rejected one that's being handed to you on a silver platter. We'll have to wait and hear from Mr. Ace. But then, ladies and gentlemen, back to that main event. And that's right, you heard it correctly. Butcher Bloodlust is back, and it is a triple threat. Him, Michael Carter, Brandon Cuevas for the belt, unless it's Brandon Ace. It's going to be an amazing, amazing pay-per-view. And if you did the math while I was counting the matches, that is 13 matches that are going to take place at the pay-per-view. 13 of them, ladies and gentlemen. That is a lot of daggone matches. I've got to take the time to sit here, and I'm going to go, and here's what I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. I'm going to have to go into my universe and go into shows, and I have 2 shows right here. This is the regular show. This is for house shows. What I'm going to end up having to do here is make that a 7, as you see, and bring that down to a 6. And then I'm going to have to edit the arenas or whatnot. What we're going to do is we're going to do 6 matches. 6 matches will count kind of like a pre-show, but it's not really a pre-show. The reason why I say it's like a pre-show is because the pay-per-view is going to be put into 2 parts. Because I can't book all the matches here, and then I can't book the matches here within the calendar. I got to run a show and then advance the show to book the new matches. So I'm going to run the show here, so to speak. Once those 6 matches are done, I will end the stream, go back to this show when it gets advanced, book the 7 matches we have not seen yet, and return to the air. Which is why I say the show might be latest around 7 o'clock. It might be as early as 6 o'clock because it's 13 matches. Now, I said there was 13 matches. I didn't even mention the 13th one, and I got to get into this one right now because here's a match I forgot to mention. And this match is huge. Huge. Pay attention to the rules to this match. We are going to see Tyler Black, Austin Rose, K-Wolf, Leon Carter, DOA, and Daniel Dino. Those 6 guys are going to take on each other in a 6-man contest. And not any old 6-man contest. For the first time in OCW history, and maybe the first time anywhere, we are going to see the first ever 6-man Iron Man match, as those 6 guys will do battle for 30 minutes, and whichever man walks out with the most pinfalls and or submissions will be the winner. They will be the winner. And what do they win? They become the number 1 contender to whoever walks out of Cold War, the heavyweight champion of the world. They will be next in line. They will be given the next shot. Who will it be? Tyler Black, Austin Rose, K-Wolf, Leon Carter, DOA, or Daniel Dino? 6-man Iron Man match. And I'm also considering bumping that to an hour if I can get the show started early enough. 45 minutes, if it's an option, may also come up. I'm allowing pinfalls, submissions, all that will count. I might go in and edit the rules. If knockout can be included, I'm going to include knockouts. This way finishes can happen. So guys can get pinfalls. They can get submissions. They can just score, the Duke, if you will. I wanted to bring something different to the table. I hope this is something you guys hear this and you're like, oh shit, that's freaking awesome. Wow, I love this. Mythic Legends Wrestling. I haven't got a chance to check out his podcasts or shows, whatever the hell you want to call it yet. I don't think I subscribed to him. I'm going to check that out now. I see him all over the place. Going to his channel right now. Greg, that's his name, Greg. Okay, yeah, I am subscribed. Okay, cool. Oh, let me click that bell. Boom. There we go. Got the bell clicked. Mythic Legends Wrestling Season 1, Episode 24 was yesterday. I'm going to have to give it a check. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Give it a look. Anyone that Kyle Young supports, I fully support. And if you don't, you're an idiot. Because Kyle Young be that dude. And I love that kid. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the card. That's the full card. I hope you guys are enjoying what's going to come down the pike here at Cold War. It's absolutely going to be a big time show. I'm going to confabulate some ideas for the points on what point the matches are going to be worth as far as points. And again, go to the go to our website. I'm putting it in the chat room again. On that link right there, you just see me drop. You're going to see in there, obviously on the homepage tells you what we're about, and then there's the join application. If you're already on the roster, you can avoid those two links. Skype, if you're a part of the Skype page, you can avoid that. Then you've got the rankings and the title history. You can see where the belts have been passed around, obviously in history, but there's the rankings, so you always know what your character's win and loss record is. My goal is to update that every Monday or Tuesday, because I'm off Mondays and I'm off Tuesdays, so I plan on updating the website every Monday or Tuesday. So if I do 3 shows that week, it'll be at the end of the week, Monday, or the beginning of the week, technically, Monday or Tuesday when I update it. So if I get to do this show on Thursday and say I come back and do another show Saturday and another one Sunday, I'm not updating the website until Monday or Tuesday. So just remember that when you go to check the site. I might add it at the top of the page, last updated, and put a date so you guys know. But if you go there now, you'll see the world title is vacant. Bruiser, who's the Southern champion. I don't need to put those names above the belts so people who are new to the company or check out our website know what the belts are called. And then you see the Texas rank champions, Dallas Spivey, and you see the rankings. It's 1 through 5, then 6 through 10, then 11 through 15. Then I have 16 through 35, which is the rest of the singles roster. Then you got the women's division and then the tag team division. So, you know, we've got 35 singles wrestlers, not counting Spivey and Who, which takes us to 37 singles wrestlers on the roster. We have 10 female wrestlers, and we have 8 tag teams that are currently active. Alex Dark, Kyle Young are the champs, defending it against Purity Express. Those two teams combined for a 16-4 record, by the way. Then you got the Midnight Freebirds, KO King and Powerhouse, Alternative Lifestyle, The Suffering, Baltimore's finest, KO King and Feck. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're constantly growing here. Now, I want to make this mention. Tyson Cage, Duncan Edwards, and Titan have been fired from OCW, effective today. Those 3 gentlemen are gone from the company. So that way you guys know. That is Titan, Duncan Edwards, and Tyson Cage, all gone from OCW, effective today. That's why you did not hear their names mentioned for the pay-per-view. There is a few names that are on a short list just in case. That's all I say to you. You do not have to attend live shows. It is not a requirement here at OCW because we know you have a life. I simply ask that you get to the replay as soon as you can and leave a comment when you've seen it. That's all I ask. Be active on Skype, be active on Twitter, be active on Facebook. Just be somewhere active, interact with me or the rest of the town, whatever it is. That's all I ask for people to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap this up right here, right now. I will be in touch with everybody sooner than later. Again, I thank you all for helping me build this company, building this channel, building this league, whatever you want to call it. Make sure you support everybody by going to each other's channels and hitting that sub and like buttons. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the SLS Gaming Network. This has been the Cold War pay-per-view card announcement for Outlaw Championship Wrestling. And this Thursday, I'll see you in the ring.